What's up, friends? Welcome back to Coffee Time with Alice. This week I want to talk about my favorite TV show growing up. I want to talk about Xena Warrior Princess. It originally aired from 1995 to 2001, making the show 30 years old this year. 30 years? How the hell is it already 30 years? Damn. Sobering, right? It had everything. It was humorous, it was action-packed, it was deep, it was heartfelt, it was adorable, and it was well played by an ensemble cast who helped create memorable characters that we still remember to this day. If you're not familiar with the show, it follows a warrior by the name of Xena who started out as a villain on the parent show Hercules. After a redemption arc on that show, they give her own show due to her massive popularity with the fans. And the show delves into her past where she was the conqueror of nations and did a lot of really evil stuff, like a mega supervillain, really. And her show delves into her atonement for that. Her fighting for the greater good, leaving that behind, trying to be 1% better, trying to make amends for her past misdeeds. She also has her best friend and soulmate, Gabrielle, who serves as a moral compass through much of the show, but has an arc of her own, going from a naive small-town girl to being an awesome warrior who ultimately takes Xena's spot. The themes of remorse and regret, self-assessment, and growth are very prevalent through all 6 of the seasons. Obviously, there's a lot of different plot points that weave in and out, but the heart of the show is all about self-forgiveness and growth. Something I think is great to sit with even today. I mean, we see that with characters like Johnny Lawrence and Tori Nichols in Cobra Kai. But yeah, if you've never seen the show but want to, I'm gonna recommend a few episodes for you. Like my favorite Xena episode is A Tale of Two Muses. It's in season 4 where Xena and Gabrielle, they happen on this small town where dancing's illegal, and they decide to help their friend fight back against that. Like, the town uses religious reasons to ban dancing, and it's to save the kids so the kids aren't depraved and blah 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 blah. And ultimately, the upchuck is it comes down to the chief magistrate being a power-hungry jackass who just kind of wants to throw out false facts to make people scared and keep his power. Sound familiar? Now you see why it's my favorite episode. If you like the more action-packed kind of stuff, I highly recommend One Against an Army. This is a season 3 episode where she goes up against the Persians. It's really good. If you want something that's more introspective, The Debt Part 1 and The Debt Part 2. These are also in season 3. She goes to China to fulfill a last request of her former mentor who tried to redeem her many years ago. And, Xena backslid into her evil ways. And so, in the present, she's dealing with a lot of remorse over this. And it's really good. It really encapsulates what I was saying about the heart of the show earlier. And if you've ever had a time in your life you look back on and you're like, oof, I really screwed up there. I really hurt that person who wanted the best for me. This episode will hit you where it is. 2 episodes, actually. But yeah, if you're a Xena fan, what are some of your favorite episodes? And if you're not, what was your favorite show growing up? Please comment below, because I'd love to talk about this. Rock on, y'all, and I'll see you next week.